last 6 of Chi Yoga with Liz. And we're going to start on our back today. So you might want a blanket, you might want a block. Let's come on back, lay down, rest. It's like we're beginning in Shavasana. Feels really good to just let gravity pull you down. So you're here to do your gentle yoga. You're going to take all your worries and leave them outside the room right now. And just relax. Decide if you want to just stay here and relax. This is your class. You do what feels good in your body. I'm going to actually bend my knees. This is going to help seal down that lower back. I'm going to walk my feet the width of the mat and knock my knees together. Now my lower back is nice and sealed down. And I'm going to rock my head to the left and to the right. Nice deep belly breath. Exhale, release. Loosen up that neck. Release any tension you're holding onto in those shoulders. Let it go with the exhale. One more rock. And then come to stillness, chin center. Now I'm going to take those knees that are knocked together and take them over to the left. So it's like this spinal twist. And then gently rock them over to the right. And continue to flow side to side. Now my lower back is on the mat and it's getting a nice massage as I rock from side to side. I'm continuing my Ujjayi breathing. Nice yoga breathing. Letting go of all tension from the body. Rock it out. One more rock. And then come to stillness, the knees knock back together. Now go ahead and walk those feet towards each other. And you're going to rock to your side. We're getting up into Sleeping Vishnu. So a true Sleeping Vishnu pose is to be up on my forearm, on my side body with my legs out long. It's very easy to crunch down in Sleeping Vishnu, but we're strengthening our back and our shoulders, keeping ourselves lifted up. You might feel a little wobbly in Sleeping Vishnu. Bend the bottom knee. Some people will feel soreness under this hip. You can always grab your blanket and put it under your hip. So I'm trying to keep my spine nice and lifted, just like I do in Lotus. This is my Sleeping Vishnu. You can hold it right here or lift and lower that top leg. Maybe it's just a little lift. Or maybe you'd like to come all the way up into sundial, hold it in sundial, and then bring it down. Do what feels right in your body. Just doing a couple of these. Let's just get in one more. Nice. And then bend that top knee as well. So we're going to go into clamshell. So if the soles of your feet come together and your bent knees come apart, this is clamshell. I'm going to try something a little bit different today. If you're used to taking my classes, this is a little bit different. I'm going to come all the way down on the mat and rest. Maybe you rest on your blanket. I like to prop my head up on my palm. Now I go back into my clamshell down here. And you can lower and lift that top leg. That's how we normally do clamshell flow. But I'm going to bring my knees together. I'm going to lift my feet off the mat. It's going to change this flow. And now lift and lower. So exhale on the exertion. So inhale together. Exhale, lift that top leg. Just doing a few of these. And let's just get in one more. Nice. And go ahead and release. Go ahead and roll over onto your back. Nice. Knees bent, knock those knees together. Take a moment of rest. Just lie here. I'm just turning around so that I can meet with you on the other side and face the camera. So we're ready for Sleeping Vishnu on the other side. So I'm going to come up on my forearm, straighten out my legs, decide if you need that blanket, if you need to bend that bottom knee, and then lift that top leg up, 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 and down. So try to keep yourself lifted the whole time. It's so easy to bring that leg up and crunch, crunch, crunch. But then now you've lost your Sleeping Vishnu. So stay lifted in the spine and lift and lower that leg. And how about two more? Two. And one more. Now bend both knees. Bring the soles together. Do your clamshell here or come down with me. Support your head with your palm. Knees bent, knees together. Soles of the feet together. Close and open your clamshell. Or try it a new way. Knees together, feet come up off the mat together. Open and close your clamshell. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. I'm just going to get one more in. Nice. Roll over onto your back. So when you're on your back, you just rest in stillness, or you hug your knees into your chest like we've done before. This feels so good. This releases that psoas muscle that's attached to that lumbar spine in your lower back. Some people like to rock back and forth and massage that lower back. You decide. And then we're going to come to stillness, and we're going to have our legs out long and roll over onto our belly. So we're going to go into our yin already. Now, if you're on your belly, like me, fold your arms and rest the side of your face on your folded arms. So now this is gentle yoga. So maybe you're just going to rest right here. This is what feels good. You want to do restorative yoga, so you're going to rest. I'm going to be doing my yin. So I'm going to come up on my forearms, fingertips forward, and I'm going to think of lifting my spine, lift my chin, and I've got Sphinx pose. And this is a lovely yin. Close your eyes. So there's no pain in my back right now. If you're feeling pain, then make modifications. Maybe you need to come out. Maybe you're lifting up too high. So we hold yin for several minutes, and this can be a lot on the back. So maybe you hold for just a little bit, and then you come to folded arms, rest your head, take a break. So now let's start to think about the spine. That will be our meditation during Sphinx. So the crown of my head is lifting up. My chin is lifted. My shoulders, I'm hoping I can be pressing them down away from my ears. And my whole spine is lifting and lengthening all the way down to my tailbone. Still have my nice deep belly breaths. If you start to breathe shallow in the upper lobes of the lungs, you know you need to release. If your breath is rapid, then you know you need to release. Can you slow down the breath? Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So that's evening out the breath. My inhale is the same count as my exhale. One more nice deep belly breath. On the exhale, come out of your yin. Fold your arms. Make that a pillow for the side of your face. So I'm going to bend my knees and bring the feet together. And I'm going to bring those feet to the left and to the right. And I'm rocking back and forth, just like we did at the beginning of class. Think of these as windshield wipers, going back and forth, releasing that lower back. This should feel good. Nice. Come to stillness. Decide if you need to rest a little bit longer. I'm going to make my way up to tabletop. So palms right next to the rib cage. Press down on your palms. And then gently come to your tabletop. So we're going to do that runner's lunge. I'm going to bring that right foot forward. And I'm going to go ahead and lift my hands off the earth and come on up. Now you can stay right here or see if you can extend your arms out. I'm going to rock forward and back and loosen up those hip joints, but I'm making sure that that front knee is not going beyond those front toes. Forward and back, just a little bit. Come to stillness, bring those arms out to a T. Now I'm going to teeter-totter right and left. Keep your balance, pull in your core. Nice, hands to heart center. Let's release back into tabletop. Let's try the other side. So left foot forward, come on up, pull in your core, get nice and stable, extend your arms, little rock back and forth. Watch that front knee. It's not going beyond the front toes, it's just a little motion. You can feel that hip joint getting like a little rock, a little massage. And then arms to a T. Come to stillness, rock left and right. Little side bends, as deep as you'd like. Maybe you touch down all the way, come up. Touch down all the way, come up. That's a lot. Maybe you have blocks you can touch down on. Loosen up the waist. And then hands to heart center. Nice, let's release out of this runner's lunge. So now I'm back into tabletop. And I'm going to bring that left foot forward. Right hand on the inside of that left foot. And left hand to the sky. So I'm twisting my runner's lunge. I'm trying to take my chest and really face it, turn it, turn it, turn it, so that's facing out. Option, I can get on my back toes and lift that knee off the mat. I can take that top arm and reach it behind me. And then I'm going to release. Back to my tabletop. And we'll try the other side. So this time I'm going to bring my right foot forward, left hand on the inside of that foot, or on a block, right hand to the sky. Now turn your chest out. Nice. Decide if you're going to lift that back leg. Maybe you bring that arm stretching back too. And then gently release out of the runner's lunge, back to the tabletop, and let's find child's pose for a moment. Pull back, little rest here, forehead down, down on a block, down on the mat, elbows bent, hands close to the body. Nice, nice rest. Maybe you stay here. I'm going to do a little abdominal work. But maybe you stay here in child's pose and you do some Uddiyana Bandha. That's on my website. You could work your transverse abdominal muscles just lying here in child's pose. Or come up and do the abs with me. So you can stay right here in tabletop. And we're going to touch the opposite shoulders. It's going to be a little bit more challenging if we pop ourselves up into down dog. So I'm in my down dog. I drop my head between my arms, chest towards my thighs. Find your down dog. Come forward into the plank. And this is where I'm going to do my abdominals. So you decide, get those shoulders right over the wrists, get those glutes popped down, find your plank, and then now touch the opposite shoulder. More challenging than in tabletop, but you do what feels right in your body. Remember, you always have the option in plank to come down on your knees and do it right here. So let's just get a few more in. Tap. Tap, alternate, opposite hand to opposite shoulder. Think of those hip points, try to keep them straight down towards the mat. My dristi is straight down at the mat. Come out of it when you need to. Can we get a couple more in? Tap. And last tap. Nice. Drop the knees if you haven't already. Pull back into child's pose. Maybe wrap those arms behind you. So I'm going to press my palms into the mat and come on up into tabletop, ready to balance. So I'm in tabletop, my fingers are spread wide, maybe toes into the mat to help you balance. We're going to lift up that left arm and that right leg, or just do one. Hold in the core, find your balance. Maybe you stay right here or take that left arm out to your left side. So think airplane arm. Maybe you bend that right knee. Bring that right knee towards that right elbow, and then bring that right knee up. Hold your balance. Now can you bring that left arm back towards the front? Reach, reach, reach. And then take that right leg back. Reach, reach, reach. Feel the core engage. My dristi straight down at the mat. And then release. And so let's try to balance on the other side. Right arm lifts, left leg lifts. So my fingertips are reaching towards the front of my mat. My back foot is flexed and pressing towards a pretend wall. I can stay here, or I can bring that right arm out to a T. So this movement causes a little wobbling in the body. We pull in the core. We've got our balance. Your vision is straight down at the mat. You take that left knee towards the left elbow. You bring that left knee up. Hold it here. And then come back. Right arm reaches forward. Left leg reaches back. Nice. And you've got your tabletop again. Nice balancing today. So I'm going to wag my tail in tabletop. So I'm going to wag my tail to the right and look over my left shoulder. It's a little twist. Feels good. Bring your dristi back between your hands and wag your tail to the left and look over the right shoulder. Now I'm going to continue to flow, wagging my tail from side to side. But if you want to try something a little bit new today, pop yourself up into your down dog. Come forward into your plank and wag your tail from side to side here. Maybe wag your right tail, look over the left shoulder. Wag your tail to the left, look over the right shoulder. And let's just do that One more time. And then release. So we're ready to go all the way down on the mat for a Shavasana. So I'm going to walk you through a meditation. So you decide how you want your Shavasana to be. Do you want to be laying all the way back? Do you want to be seated? So find your Shavasana pose. Close your eyes. So today's meditation is traveling to a very special calming place. I like to think of a body of water. And so as we're walking down a pathway to get to that beach or get to that hillside next to the creek, you're going to pass a great big tree. And think of it as the grandfather ancestry tree. And this is a tree that will take whatever you need to release before you get to the water side where you can meditate and be comfortable and relax. So go ahead, lift what you need to lift off of you, whatever your worries are. We're going to place them on the ancestry tree. And then leave them there and keep walking down the pathway. Now as you come out of the pathway, you see the beach, you see the ocean, or you see the creek, you see the lake. The water's very healing. Maybe there's a bench or a hammock or a blanket sitting there that you can sit on. Go ahead and get very comfortable. And think of all the things that you appreciate about this place. Maybe it's the sounds you hear, or the smells. Maybe there's some flowers blooming. Everyone enjoys a different season. Think of your favorite season. Maybe it's the fall. Maybe you're by the creek and the trees are filled with beautiful colors. Or the spring, and there's flowers blossoming. The summer, and you feel the warmth of the sun. If your favorite season is winter, maybe you're all nice and bundled up, you're not feeling cold at all, and you can just enjoy the water being frozen and the beauty of the crystals, the beauty of the snowflakes. You go to what feels right for you. I'm going to leave you here in this special place. Try to stay. Stay for even just a minute. And when you walk back away down the pathway, try not to pick up your worries from the ancestral tree. Leave them there. So thank you so much for joining me today. The light in me honors the light in each of you. Namaste.